everyone. Welcome to the Crystal Starnes Show on Just TV with your host, Crystal Starnes, and a special co-host, Antonio Cevallos. And we have a special guest today. His name is JJ Stomp, and he is a director, producer, actor, martial artist, and he has this new film called In3Dragon 3. So let's welcome JJ Stomp. What is it? In3Dragon. I'm sorry.
In3Dragon.
Yes. Let's welcome JJ Stomp to the show. Hi, JJ. How are you?
Hi, thank you. And thank you for having me on your show, Crystal.
Oh, wonderful. You're welcome. And thank you, Antonio, for joining us as well, helping with the show today.
It's incredible. It's quite an honor. You know, we're here at the Crystal Starnes Show, joined by JJ Stomp, one of the top independent film actors, producers, and martial artists. And this is quite an honor for me. It's walking tall, as I said, and of course, revolutionizing the movie industry. It's amazing. Yeah.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you to the other superstars. You know, amazing to meet you in person or here on Crystal Starnes. I want to say thank you for having me to both of you, and can't wait to tell the world about the In3Dragons.
That's
Awesome. I would love to know what is the backstory of the name of the film, because In3Dragon, it's like a badass title, but I know there's a symbolic meaning behind it. What kind of meaning does it carry behind it? Because it sounds interesting.
Yeah, that would be so out the whole movie, actually. In3Dragon is very important, not just to me, but to the history that we actually learned it from. I'm actually from Laos, next to Thailand. Our countries has a lot story about the dragons. So, and the end is the story was that the dragon actually transferred the heart to a human.
Wow.
So that's what it is. So it has three kind of hearts that will continue another part of the film. So this is the first one that we actually talk about. It's the first heart. So that will be continued. So we don't want to spoil the audience yet. So that's what number 3 stand for. And the dragon, you know what that means. So it's the dragons. So totally a very amazing story. When we did this film in 1988, when we start this project, again, something happened in 2012, so we lost everything. So this is the revenge, the new story that we recreated to make so impact of the movie. And also we'll have the documentary about the film itself from the 1980, 89, 88, all the way to the future. So that will come later. But right now we are focused on In3Dragon, the first one ever done, Unseen Fish, which is very amazing story for us to implement another martial art into my film. So
that sounds amazing.
Yeah, it does.
And you know what's even better, Crystal? This actually means that we're gonna have JJ Stomp on the next 2 interviews when the movies, the number 2 come out. That's exciting.
That's awesome.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
I'm fine with that. Absolutely.
Now, of course, JJ, you're from, can you repeat the name of the country again?
Laos, Laos.
Great. So if you're from Laos, which is next to Thailand, that means you are a Muay Thai master, right? Because Muay Thai is very known as a martial arts skill in Thailand.
Yes, I do a lot of them. I know a few top one. that actually they came here to the U.S. We have lunch and dinner together once in a little while. Yes, I do.
Great. And what can you tell us about your martial arts experience? Like, when did you start training? What actually motivated you to become a martial artist? Because I have understanding that you're as well a Hall of Famer. So, gosh, Crystal, we're so honored to have you today.
Yes, yes, it's a funny story, Crystal and Antonio. I start martial art. I was very young. Okay, maybe 5, 6, and 7 years old. I did it because uh, my grandmaster actually pity on me because I worked so hard on the farm in Laos. So and in Asia, I would say almost Asia in back then. And my country is not the civilization. It's not like Thailand or Cambodia or Vietnam. So we're still behind everything at that time. So I'm actually trained to fight for food, not for anything else. There's nothing that I could see the belt or anything like that, or just to get food, bring it home, so I don't have to work so much in the farm. And for that purpose, it's just growing up to be a warrior. It's I would call a street fighter. So there's when sometime when we go to different city and they have rule and regulation, so I have no idea what that stands for, because all I trained for was just to fight and to win, not to lose at all. So, and most of my younger lifetime, I lost only one time, and which I lost to the person I actually a female.
Okay.
So because she was begging me that she need the rice for her mom, so I have to let her hit me, knock me out.
Oh my
So
God.
that's the only person I lost it to. But
Wow.
my mom was happy what I did.
Oh my God. That's
That's
so
that's the story about my martial art. But I've been trained so until today. I've been trained there, and my system is a Sang Mai, and in English is elephant stomp. So that's
wow.
what you get my name, Stomp.
Done. Oh my God,
Yep.
that's incredible. I mean, it's mind blowing because most of the martial artists, including myself, of course, we train as a sports view, but actually you started training as a surviving skill mode. Like we say, the survival of the fittest. So your mindset, had anything to do with losing. Gosh, I really haven't met a fighter like you who actually was built, and this could be a title for a movie, Built to Kill. Because when you're in the jungle, you gotta survive and you gotta prove
Yeah.
that you're the strongest.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
brother, that has really, really, really taken you to the highest level I can think of. That's amazing. What do you think, Chris? It's awesome.
Yes, I think it's impressive. Very much so.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, it is. It's
And
it. When I came to this country in 1980, when I walked in one of the dojo, just want to train some more, and they look at me like, "What are you, Bruce Lee?" Something. So at that time, I wasn't speak English, and I do not know who Bruce Lee is, but in our country, but we call him different name. So totally that doesn't transparency the 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 words or the meaning. So and then they show me the videotape of Bruce Lee fight, and I said, "Oh yeah." And so we so we got into the fight. Then I threw them out the window, and actually the master himself came out and said, "Okay, it's okay, that's enough. I want you to get out of my school." So I thought he was to talk nicely, but actually he was mad at me. But 6 months later, we become best friends until today.
Nice.
How's that? Because his brother wrote a note for me because I'm looking for school. He wrote a note for me that he said, this school will teach you. And the note said, this Asian guy can kick your ass. That's what it meant. I gave them the note and they just jump on me basically. So, sometimes it is difficult for us, you understand, Antonio, when you go another country that you do not speak their languages. It always trouble for me. For almost 7 years when I came to America, always a problem because, learning English and try to understand the same meaning. And sometimes it has different meanings. So, and yes, it is, In3Dragon is kind of that rhythm that I read that. So it would well translate with both, life and martial arts. And I hope you two have a chance to watch it and then you will understand what we're talking about.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. I can't wait to see the show.
Crystal, now have to. Crystal, you gotta have to now. So, but yes,
what really amazes me, JJ Stomp, is that your story is kind of like similar to Jean-Claude Van Damme's story. He came all the way from Belgium to the United States. He actually learned to speak English in the United States, and then he built his career from scratch. I mean, from zero. And of course, that really brings me to ask you another question. Of course, you learned English, you had to overcome a lot of odds. So what actually got you in the movie industry? Because of course, starting in the movie industry in the 80s, it's kind of tough, brother. So how's that story go?
Oh yes, the story. So, to me, it's blessing. Okay, I first ever in front of the camera, I was in college. So, and the person walking in, and they said, hey, I was only Asian in college. I was only one. Imagine that. So, and he walked in and said, I want you to be in the commercial. And I looked at him and said, really? I said, I don't speak much English. That's okay. You don't have to talk. And then I said, no, I don't want to do it. I don't like camera. And he said, I give you $500 cash. I said, okay. So that was just turn on. So I did it and it was fun. It was fun. And, and then I keep doing English. I was said, if I'm going to do the next one, I want to do a better job. So, and my first commercial I did was riding a bike delivering a pizza. So I did that. And after that one, people saw what I did. So, I delivered the pizza and my bicycle hit the rock. So the pizza flew up in my hand. Imagine that. So, this camera is running with the track. So I flip it. I do my flip and land it and grab the pizza, but it's open, it's squash. But they didn't see that, right? So, and I said, F word. That's my first language I say on camera. So, and the guy said, keep running. So I grab and run to the guys by the door and I make it a minute before the time expired. And he said, you just like a minute left. Okay, here's your tip. So, and that was commercial then. And, then after that, I think a lot of people seeing what I did. And then I start doing a stunt for them. A stunt for different company. And they said, hey, you want to sign up for this SAG thing? And said, no, I want a paycheck. So because I got, 4 sisters and 2 brothers. So all I need was a paycheck. So that's what I continue doing in college for 6 years. I just do the stunt from New York, California, anywhere they want me. And didn't use my name, just use someone else's name and say, I don't care, all this paycheck, and come home with it. And then later on, my friend is and then I walk in the Office Max, and this guy was hosting a TV show from Korea. So I was doing something, and he said, "I like you, man." I said, "You look like a really good host for the TV." I'm laughing. I said, "Whatever." So no, I'm serious, man. He goes, "So what you gonna do?" I said, "I want to make a host." And I said, "I never done that." He said, "No, let's come and try it." So I went to the studio in Minnesota. I was thinking of myself, not about a TV show at all. I just do what I love to do. And I did that, and director and producer come out, "You hire." So, and I did the TV show for about 3 months. And the Korean took it over and took it back home, and they're revamping the whole show for that. And then after that, the guy who produced the one in America here, and he said, "Hey, I want you to do the movie." And then said, "I never done that before." So I got into a training with him. And that's when we start doing the In3Dragon. It was my first movie in the 80s. Yes.
Yeah.
And now it just came out. Then this is a new version. That's why it's giving me a documentary about that film. I went to Cambodia, to Thailand, to Laos for 6 months to travel, learning about dragons. So that's a big story about the In3Dragon, not just the movie for me. So
Yeah, actually in the trailer, one of the trailers shows such a great work on special effects, due to the dragons, how they fly. They look so real. I mean, it's amazing. When I saw the trailer for the first
thank,
time, I went like, wow, are you kidding me? This is surreal.
thank you. Yes,
Wow.
yes. Yeah, but yeah, believe it, Antonio, believe it or not, I am also animator.
Oh, nice. Great.
Yeah, I create all the 3D character. Yes.
You're a full package of a man.
Thank you, thank you.
That's really really amazing. And you know what you just told us. You know, it's really nice because on the TV show, what you did was very smart because you actually um, what you did was being yourself, and that actually took you to express yourself as you actually are, and that opened a huge door for the first original In3Dragon movie. That's quite
Yes.
impressive and inspiring.
Yeah,
Well, thank you, thank you.
I agree with you, Antonio. I'm very impressed that you started doing this in the 80s and you had actually done one and now you're doing another. I think that's really impressive. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, actually, so we actually have about 3 movies on the loose right now. So it's coming out, and number 4 and number 5 is coming out pretty soon. So actually, In3Dragon is really streaming the world right now. People talk from Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, anywhere in the world. We had a blast out to for our advertise, and I had 2 movies came out before this one, and this one was like mind blowing for me because everyone was like carving foot, and they talk about it. They're just like, wow here, wow there. It's like, and sometimes when you're doing it because you have so much fun, uh, when you see the feedback from the people who never seen it before, it really touch your heart, and sometimes your tears come out because it's wow, we did it. We touched so many hearts of people that actually seeing it. So yes.
Right.
That's quite inspiring.
Yeah, I can tell with the way you talk that you're a very good person. You're a true servant leader. You're a hard worker. And I'm grateful that I got to meet you. I think that you're an amazing person.
And of
Oh,
course,
thank you.
the
You
hard
are
work you've
too.
been, the hard work you've been inputting to your career and the film is really an inspiration for the younger generations, which of course are striving now in the industry to become successful. And talking about success, of course, I would love to first of all congratulate you and ask you something. It's really quite like a key point. Um, in the marketing aspect as well as the promotional aspect. What's that element? What's that precise element that makes the In3Dragon Unseen Fist movie different from its competition, from all the rest of the martial independent movies? What's that ingredient that your movie brings to the table?
Yes. You're totally right on this one because I got a lot of message from around the world, the top-notch martial arts people, grandmaster, master, these people are just amazing. The ingredient of In3Dragon, the star is good. Okay. When I create this is a new version of In3Dragon. And I said to one of the grandmaster, when I'm casting him, I said, Grandmaster John, I need the best and well-known martial artists in the world, not just in the U.S. So he named it, for example, like Grandmaster Matoshi is original Japanese grandmaster who created an awesome art to his fair for 100 years. So he's part of that, and he's playing my father in the movie. So, and we got Grandmaster Noel, who's really a combat when he was young age here in California. So we got these people that, and they bring an original. I call original is from the guts, from their hard work for years in martial arts. And we got a real street fighter. Let me tell you. So eight of these guys is a real street fighter here in California. I'm a dangerous one. Okay. Even my cast member who actually know them so well, when they came to my studio, she grabbed me out from the door next door and said, JJ, are you serious? These guys are real. They're going to beat the crap out of you. I said, I'm smiling with my jacket up. I walk out there. I said, this is going to be fun.
Yeah.
So I walk out, and they're looking up like, this guy's huge. Okay. From Hawaii, from everywhere. So I said, damn. And the guys from Japanese said, hey, you know what? We got to have fun today. And the first word they asked, so can we hit each other? That's their first word, not even say hi yet. I said, awesome. Oh, good. So now we can talk. I said, yeah, we can hit each other as long as you don't hit this, you don't hit the bottom, be perfect to go. And they give me a hug. We have people here, and I even tell one camera only, there's not even audio because that was raw footage for one shot, the whole thing. And it turned out like unbelievable. That's what I can tell you, because these guys are real. There's no rehearsal. There's no punch left, punch right. We're going at it, and they love it, enjoyed it. It was just like, damn, JJ. So, but yeah, we did it. And I think that's the ingredient. The ingredient is from all these experiences, martial artists, to bring their free of style, I call. You can do how you want it as long as you are a good martial artist. You can hold back when you punch. I mean, yeah, of course we hit each other, but you're a martial artist. Just like, for example, if I hire you, Antonio, you're going to be in my movie. If I'm going to hit you in the tummy, on the shoulder, on the whatever. If you say, well, that hurt, and then don't come to my set. I don't want to waste my time for people like that. So that's the Hollywood film. They can go in, so you can do a fake punch. But this is JJ. This is my movie. All 3, 4 movies is all real. You can ask every one of them that will come to my set. If they cannot get a hit, I put them at extra. Don't come to the set in fight scene. You can do something else. You can do a cleaner or whatever, or somebody walk behind the scene, like that kind of stuff. So that's how. And when you see how Grandmaster Noel Langaban talked about in the movie, he called me crazy, but he loved it. In his life, it's always a challenge, and we challenge each other. So this is why people love him and myself fighting scene, because it was real. Everything is organic. And same thing with my lead person, lady Kumu Michelle Manu.
Oh, she's nice. I
Yes, and when I said you're gonna fight with Grandmaster Noel, and she go, should we rehearse? I said no. Give me what you got. He's gonna give you what you got. And it's so fun. And because these people, the first time, that's what they work with me. They look at me and say, "You killing us, man." I said, "I'll keep going." So, this is, I mean, we got an outtake coming in. It's so fun. And when the last second, they fought so long, and Michelle fall on the ground, and Noel cannot hold his body anymore. He fall on top of her. And I'm just shooting. I said, "How do you feel?" I said, "You killed us." So it's all organic. This is why the most people who surround the Grandmaster in the film, like Grandmaster Tosi, Grandmaster Bo, Grandmaster Noel, and Grandmaster John, Master Lucy, all these people, that they're fans, they're friends, they're family. They're just loving it because they perform their art with the real system. No, not like a Hollywood way of punching in the air and and stuff like that. No, this all good.
And what you're saying is really true because a lot of people who actually don't know much about the choreography scenes as far as fighting, of course the punches to the face, it's easier to sell than a back heel kick hit, because when you do a back heel kick, for example, you of course have to have body contact. You just can't fake that, and that's why I agree with you so much because
So
if you didn't actually hit it, it's going to look fake, and that's what we don't want as producers, as
yeah,
actors. So, there's a saying that says, no pain, no gain.
no pain, no
So,
gain.
yeah, so in this case would be no pain, no gain because, for your movie to be, to look real, you need to have this action, really put in. And
Yes.
I would relate this to pro wrestling, for example. Pro wrestling, of course, a lot of people, they say it's fake. But like what they don't know about it, it's like, of course, a punch, you can, it's easier to fake it. But, a flat, palm chop to the chest, a, flying drop kick, it's much harder to fake it.
Yes.
And
Uh,
that's,
yeah,
well,
yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm actually a fan of wrestling. Because the one who created the wrestling for years ago in America here, it was I call a godfather, right? So, Greg Gagne was the one that's original AWA wrestlers. So he's
you
my,
met Greg Gagne?
yeah. Oh no, we go out have lunch. Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
So imagine, yeah, imagine. Oh, I'm glad that
That's
you
the
you
guy
say
that
that. I can send you the picture. I can
that's
send
the
you the picture
guy
too.
that's
But
the guy that trained Ric Flair, the wrestling legend. I'm just
yes,
amazed,
same,
brother.
same, same, same Hulk Hogan. Yes, same Hulk
Oh
Hogan.
my
Yes,
God.
that is, yeah. So that's what I mean. So imagine, Antonia, when I came to this country and when I graduated from college, and they said because my mom loved wrestler. She's watching Greg Gagne every single, I mean, on TV, okay, black and white. So, and when I said, when they interviewed me, said, "Who do you want to meet as your superstar?" I said, "Greg Gagne."
Nice.
When we met, when I told him, and again, he's in my movie, In3Dragon, when you think
Oh my
about it.
God. That's
Yes,
amazing.
that's the original one. That's the original, the 80. Okay. He was In3Dragon. He's my coach on that.
Oh my
So
God.
imagine when I asked him, he said, "You cannot afford me." I said, "I know." And I told him the story when they asked me if who I want to meet. I said, "Greg Gagne." And they said, "You know what, son? You can have me for free." So after that, we become friends until today.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes.
That's crazy.
There we go. So I'm glad that I mean, you love wrestling, and I do because, yes, they do write the script for it. But, when you go more advanced like today, there's no ending. You have to be on your own creatively. So I can tell people that. And because I was behind that most of the time, and because of he showed me how they really do the business. And just remember, this business is the most sold out business you ever know. Every show you can see nowadays sold out. I could talk about 40, 50, 60,000. Every Monday Nitro, everything else. I mean, I can go on with this kind of stuff forever because I know the business. And even concert, you have to promote like crazy. Even Super Bowl, you get to promote. Super Bowl is just a one-time deal. But you talk about WWE, every Monday, every event, they sold out. I mean, I think that's a good, economies with them. They just draw too many people in it, young and old, and and I hope In3Dragon will do the same thing uh for a couple more weeks coming here.
Awesome, awesome.
Where can everyone find the movie?
That's a good question, Crystal. In3Dragon is streaming worldwide. I know Amazon Prime has almost 150 countries, but it takes time to go each country because of regulation or whatever they needed. But for us, Amazon Prime is available now. You can go to Amazon Prime and you can search it for IN3 Dragons, and you can find it right away. And and soon also we have on Tubi coming very soon, and then Nuclear Home Video is a giant distributor for SOV, TOV, SO, all these on demand things. So available. You can go sit on airplane, plug it in, put your credit card, it's right there. In3Dragons right there for you. So it's for me it's amazing, and we are actually from our distributor asking to be doing dub in Spanish because it's going pretty aggressively good right now. So
In Spanish too.
yes, they asked
Wow.
us about 2 days ago already. So
Awesome,
we
brother.
are actually we are actually getting to the gear right now. So we're gonna get all the people coming into the studio, and we're gonna dub in Spanish.
Oh, that's amazing. My people are going to be happy. We the
Oh
Latinos,
yeah.
we love the fighting movies, especially, we're from the background of Van Damme, Jackie Chan, and
Yes,
I
yes.
think the In3Dragon is going to bring a lot of curiosity from people, and it's nice that
Oh,
you actually do it in Spanish
yeah.
too.
And totally like we got Big Dog Mendoza. Big Dog Mendoza is Mariano is a Spanish spoken, and he's in part of my film. He's playing there, and he speaks Spanish in there, so he's gonna coming down. I'm actually really influenced with the Spanish spokens, and I always that's my second choice when after the movie come out. That's my second choice to be dubbed,
Wow.
and I
Hey,
can't wait.
Hey JJ, you know some Spanish words that you can share with us?
See. Oh, that's it for now, but I will learn some more.
All right, look, I'm gonna teach you a short phrase in Spanish. I'm gonna teach you how to say your name, okay? Mi,
Mi,
mi nombre
mi nombre
es
es
JJ Stomp.
JJ Stomp.
Now
Mi
let's
nombre
let's work
es
out
JJ Stomp.
let's work out with Crystal. Crystal, can you say yo
Yo,
soy
soy
muy
muy
bonita?
bonita.
You know what that means? It means I'm very beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. Gracias.
I
Muchas
kind of
gracias.
understand Monita. Manu Monita. That means something like
Bonita.
beautiful. That's a good one.
Aw.
Yeah. So yeah. Uh, Crystal, what else you need to know about me and the movie and
I guess maybe just tell the audience a little bit about like what the whole theme of the movie is. Anything that you want to talk about, like just to give them an idea of what they'll be watching.
yes. The theme of In3Dragon is about uh the dragon actually has one of them came on Earth. To celebrate their their fighting skill. And when they came on Earth, our role is go crazy with war, fighting each other, killing each other. So the dragon just watching it. So that three brothers kind of look at and see a woman who actually almost get killed. And the dragon, one of the dragon, it's called Diamond Dragon, that my dad actually. So he saw that he want to protect her. And he did save her. And then he fell in love with her just that second. And the two brothers said, we had to come home. Or if we don't make it by midnight, you're stuck in the human world forever. So at that moment, he doesn't care because he was felt something for her, which is my mom. So anyway, also my mom's played by also a beautiful person from who did the movie with Jackie Chan. So that's played my mom. So, and George Lewis, yeah. Okay, so that and you know what? So then fell in love. So the two dragons went back home and tell their father. Now they said they cannot do anything. They have to wait for millions of years to get the heart back. So they got into married and have kid, which is me. So and as my father promised the dragon's family that you have to leave him out because he's a human. If you do, they're gonna come and kill them all, kill me and my mom. So he doesn't listen. So they came down. So they killed my mom. And then my dad said, okay, fine. I will leave this kid somewhere that I don't know. Doesn't matter who. So that's why he left me to another woman, Caucasian lady, who actually become my sister and my mom and dad, her mom and dad too. So then I become that family. And that's what the story about that. Then I had a dragon's heart. So they have to wait until I'm getting older, make sure I know how to fight. So that's why the dragon, my uncle, playing by Grandmaster Noel Langaban, came on Earth, transformed himself to the homeless person because anybody that he wanted because he just needs to be a human. So he got to the homeless guy. He become, and you know, the funny part of the film is that, and he performed so well because I said, I want you to be homeless and I want you to think like you don't know anything about human. You know, you gotta pee, you're gonna look at your own sock and you're gonna freak out. What is this? I used to have tail, but now I have this, you know, like, so it was amazing. And he looked at the guy who actually his coach and looked at his pee. He was like in front of it. So it's so a comedy movie and action basically. Yeah. And then so that's why my uncle challenged me to fight in the right time. And then my dad showed up to stop him. But he said, no, because you have to honor the dragon's role. And so I told my dad, said, okay, I will honor it. I will fight. So, and no matter what, he will defeat me, but there's a trick on it. So you have to watch it, what happened. So it's a great story about, if you compare to life, it's about revealing yourself from the chaos. Even, you know, us always have problem. All human does, but you have to stand up and do it again. Important thing is focus what you see. This the In3Dragon's idea is focus what you see in front of you. You know, try to do the best you can to overcome. The dragon is so much power. There's no way a human can defeat it. But there's something that focus on. What is it? So that's what this story is about. I'm focused on that to see his weakness. That's only 1% of his weakness, which I have to use it to against him. And you know, I complete it. I win. And that's what the story is about. That's why people love about it. People crying and send me the videos. Said they watch it, they're crying. They thought I was gonna die, and then I don't believe it. Just a split second. But you know, people when they get into the story, they'll watch it, even though that's 3 second scene, but it just saw impact in your lives, and it touched people's life. Because I've been around the biggest people who make a movie. I've been coaching by them. I've been, I'm blessing. How's that? But I can't say their name. A big movie. For example, Terminator 2. What's the most word that people can remember? I'll be back. It has not in 2 seconds scene. But why is it stuck in your head? It's the same thing in In3Dragon. That's a scene that people is like, I go, wow, I made it. To me, I'm telling myself, can they see that scene? I want to lend them to see it if that would make sense. When the people actually follow the story and they said that was a scene that touched in their heart. So, and I hope, like I said, everybody have different meaning, different idea, different clip, different spot. They fall in love with it. And, I'm just blessing. That's basically it. And I'm blessing to talk to you guys. You guys, the first one I'm talking now, I got about 27 people are lined up.
It's really impressive how besides, the fighting aspect, you can actually send a message of love that actually can touch people's hearts. And of course, for the millions and the fans watching us right now, what as a martial arts fan-based group that is watching us right now, what are they going to expect as far as the different styles of martial arts that In3Dragon movie offers? What kind of styles are we expecting to see in the movie?
Very, very good. That's a very good question. Yes. When, okay, almost 50 something thousand people are searching for JJ Stomp, who he is, what he is. When they said Muay Lao, and they go, wow, this is interesting. I want to see this, right? So, and portion of In3Dragon is probably about 60% Muay Lao, but I combine so many styles because I train so many styles, but Muay Lao is number one called my heart system. So, and I use a lot of those, especially with the hard fight, like the truck fight. I have to use that. And when the awesome fight, I mean, you talk on the clip, you fought that, you're going to be say goodbye forever. I have the grip, the system that I can be balanced better, and, I cannot do taekwondo flying it up, but I will be landing in the water somewhere, so I have to be careful what I use. But, people are searching for is a system. You're right. And when they see that, they say, I want to see this guy. I want to see this guy. And when they watch it, they just go, wow. But again, because I use so many systems in between, but they just like entertain for them, instead of elbow, knee, and flying, but it's the same thing over and over. No, it's not. I'm combined with Cambodian boxing, I combined with Muay Thai, and combined with Muay Lao, and then I go Taekwondo, and then karate. I mean, all these is totally different aspects, and that's why my 1,000 of people that actually admire was that he said, wow, he's not even use Muay Lao only, but he used that, which for audience entertain. But for martial artists, that wow, this guy know almost a little bit of everything. But my system is very strong in controlling.
Wow, so people are going to actually see a combination of many styles in a
Yes.
global martial artist that actually film wise knows, of course, in this case, how to make the scene look pretty good and very artistic, and especially
Yes.
combat as far as body to body action. And as a final product, I think that'll give the movie that much credibility, because credibility is going to be the main ingredient of the scene, because that's what fans are really waiting for.
Yes, I think because my projection is if I do a lot of system, because I have a wide range of audience, not particularly Muay Lao or Muay Thai. So this it have a wide range because like Noel, he knows different style, and Graham's John knows different style. So we add all these together, and like Unseen Fish is Kinakari from Graham's John who created. So that's my victim of using it to defeat the dragon. So it it's to me it's awesome film. And I love when all the grandmasters come together, and when they watch it, they just say, wow, I don't believe you did it, you know. So which is really a blessing for me.
We're
Wow.
almost out of time, but I'll ask you, I'll ask a question and then he can ask a question. I guess the question I would have is, what advice would you give to other actors or producers out there that's starting out in the entertainment industry?
Amazing question. Yes. Whatever, if you actor, director, producer, focus on your craft. I have that different thing before people tell me. Just think about it. If there's someone that'll come and tell you when they read your script, and they say you change this, change that. When you change it to make it better for them, not better for yourself. Okay? Don't do it. If you know you want to focus on your stuff, when you make it, it's yours. When you do it, someone else's idea, you're out of focus. You're not focused no more. So concentrate on your stuff. It doesn't matter, movie or TV show, because that is your idea. Keep it original.
Thank you so much. And do you want to ask anything else, Antonio?
Yeah, of course, Crystal. Here's a good one, JJ. Okay, look, if you were to make a movie, or let's say In3Dragon 2 or 3, by the time you've met Crystal and myself, what roles would you think it would fit us the most as a director? I'm so curious.
That's a good one. Okay, I just imagine that you would be the comedy one for me, and that would be so funny. Look like martial art, they can do all this stuff, and all you do is I just put a finger and you fall down. I said, what happened? And that was fun. But Crystal, she can be playing a charming person. Could be even a lead person. Could be, a person with the connect to the main actors. The way I see her do her performance. But you can be a serious fighter. But comedy would be fit in you, because that would entertain the audience. But Crystal, because you're beautiful and you have the charisma, the body language, you can actually flirt with it doesn't matter with the character that you're playing, and that will let the audience seeing you that way. Well, Antonio, when you talk about it, now if I want you to be in a movie, now you want to dream to be in a movie with me.
Yeah, man, I would love to. I would love to be a part of the In3Dragon series, and of course, my martial arts background. It's Taekwondo and pro wrestling. So besides martial arts, I also I'm pretty I pretty much fit in all the genres. I've done drama, I've done comedy, and that's one of the huge advantages in being Latino, because in South America it's not as much as a developed industry as it is in the States. So that's an advantage, because you get to do a lot of roles. There's not a lot of competition, and the system is wide open. So, I've done from martial arts.
Well, you know what? I keep you in mind, but just keep practice.
Awesome.
You could be in the, my next one. So, and not just In3Dragon, who become different thing.
Oh, thank you.
Right, Crystal?
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
So
thank you so much.
Yeah, well, no, thank you, Guy.
You're welcome. And if you would like to give out your contact information, this would be the time to do it. Let the audience know how they can see your stuff, if you have a website or where they can find you at.
Yeah. Sure. They can find me on Facebook. I really recommend Facebook. JJ Stomp. It's very simple, easy. JJ Stomp. You find me everything in there. You can go to my website, but it's not that much stuff, because I'm converting everything to digital. Since the Facebook give me all the power of doing what I want, even the TV show, all this stuff, they gave me so much. Try to make it a better communication for me, especially when I go out of the country. I still communicate with them on Messenger. And my website, I can't basically just stop there. And also, and go to Amazon.com and search for JJ Stomp movie. That's pretty simple enough. JJ Stomp movie, and you can see everything about me. Not just one movie, all movies.
Awesome.
That's
And then
great.
Antonio, if you want to give out your contact information as well, you can
Of
do that
course.
too.
Thank you very much, Crystal. So everybody, you can look me out in Instagram, Antonio.superstar. You can go also to my website and Wix website page, wix.antonio.superstar. And if you want to see all of my work, martial arts, fights, comedy, all the movies, films, and everything, you can find me on YouTube and browse Antonio Superstar. So there's my information, fight scenes, everything. I love you guys. And JJ, you're the best, as well as you, Crystal. You
Thank
guys
you, sir.
rock.
You're the best. Love you, guy. And Crystal, thank you. Where does he go?
Thank you so much for being on
Thank you,
the show.
Crystal. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Keep smiling. Okay. And focusing what you do. You do a good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Antonio, for joining us today and help co-hosting this wonderful show.
Thank you
And thank
guys.
you, JJ. I'm looking so forward to watching your movie. I'm excited, and
Good.
I think you're a wonderful person.
Yeah. All right. And let me know.
You're welcome. And thank you, everyone out there, for watching the Crystal Starnes show on Just TV. Till next time, take care.
Bye bye.